Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife and happy Easter weekend. It is currently Saturday. Last night we went to a Good Friday church service at a local Lutheran church we'd never been to before.
Right.
Then we went out with friends and we just kind of had a lazy morning, but we're doing something very exciting.
Yeah.
We are going to buy Easter basket stuff for each other because are you ever too old to have Easter baskets?
Absolutely not.
Easter baskets are basically like Christmas stockings in the spring.
Correct.
Who doesn't love that?
I know, well, and we had decided that we weren't going to do them, and then we both realized that we were both kind of bummed about that, and so we were like, then let's do it.
So gosh darn it, we are doing it.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. We're trying to not do sugar right now, and so most Easter baskets, at least growing up, were just sugar.
It's like 95% sugar.
Without question. So we have to try to do Easter baskets for each other without sugar. We've got a couple other stops that we're going to make, just doing some running around. It is, I hate to say this,
Snowing.
it is lightly snowing outside. It is currently, it's 35 degrees, but it's definitely snow.
Yeah.
And I have feelings about it.
I have big feelings about it.
We're over it. We are definitely ready for winter to be over, although it's still March, almost April, but that is not yet spring in Alaska, not normally.
No, I mean, it's expected to still be getting snow, but
It's lame.
I'm still not happy about it.
I'm not either. I'm not either. Then a little bit later I want to come home because Yukon, I got my Yukon Huskies shirt on. Some of you will know I'm from Connecticut. I've always been a big Yukon fan, the homeland. So I want to watch a little bit of the basketball game later and just kind of enjoy our Saturday. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Stop one has nothing to do with Easter. We are here because we need coffee syrup, and Natural Pantry has one of the best selections of coffee syrups in town, so hopefully they have what we're looking for. Here are all of the flavors they have, and here's what's kind of interesting. It looks like they're sold out of almost everything except for the sugar-free, but that's actually exactly what we're here for. So it works out well for us. But then we're getting 4 syrups. We got English toffee, butter rum, hazelnut, and vanilla. Well, this is not fun. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's snowing even harder. What the heck? That is one thing about Alaska. Think of like Easter being spring and Easter dresses and cute little Easter suits that are then covered up by big winter jackets because
It still does this.
dumb. All right, we are at Target. Here we go. The plan, Sherri, is that we're going to split up and do our Easter basket shopping separately in the same store. Here goes nothing. My plan is just to follow Sherri so I know exactly what I'm getting. Foldable hangers. Okay, that's actually kind of genius. Not for my Easter basket though. Okay, we have split up and Sherri loves painting her nails. And I feel like this is kind of a Sherri color. So I think I'm gonna get that one for her Easter basket. So I have an idea of the kind of things I want. And it is very similar to like Christmas stocking sort of stuff. But I also want to walk around a little bit and see if I get any ideas. And what I'm doing is that as I find stuff, I'm actually putting it in my shopping bag in my cart so that if I see Sherri, she doesn't see things that I'm getting her in the cart. So now I'm looking in the book section, which should be a home run for Sherri, but here's the problem, is that she has read so many books and her TBR, like her book she wants to read on Goodreads, has like 1,100 books in it. Oh my gosh, and so it's like, I don't want to get a book that she wouldn't like. I don't want to get a book she's already read. You'd think that books would be easier to buy for her, but actually they're not. Okay, I'm going to take a chance on this one. I looked on Goodreads. It has, like its average rating is over 4 stars. The cover looks like a Sherri kind of book. And I read the back and it feels like something that she would enjoy. So I hope she hasn't read it already. Look how awesome this is. It's a Disney 100 vinyl. It's got 2 albums in there and a bunch of songs I think she would love. This also going in her Easter basket. Dang it, I was hoping they had the Books mini brands. They don't. They have the mini brands create food, but no books. Puzzles are another always home run for Sherri. So let's see if we can find one that I think she would enjoy putting together. All right, I think this one is the winner. It's got butterflies. It's very colorful, really pretty. 300 pieces. She'll be able to put it together in probably minutes. I wonder if Sherri would like a Nerf gun. Spoiler alert, she would not, but I would. And next stop for Easter basket stuff, the liquor store. All right, here's what I'm looking for. Sherri has been loving Tullamore Dew lately, and so I'm gonna get her a bottle and put it in her Easter stocking. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I feel like I am killing this Easter basket thing. I feel like scrunchies are also always good for Sherri, and these are like smaller, like mini ones. I don't know that she has any of these, so we're gonna put these in there as well. I think I'm also gonna get this. It's a paint your own ceramic butterfly kit, and the reason is that it is almost spring, even though it's snowing outside, and we may be able to put this like outside in our garden. So I'm gonna get that too. Last thing, and this might be a strange one, or seem like a strange one, Band-Aids. The reason is that she has to do her injections every, well, she has multiple a month, and she sometimes has to use normal Band-Aids. Those are boring. So let's get her some Disney Princess Band-Aids for her injections. I think Easter basket is complete. I also got mouthwash and a new litter scoop for Missy. Those are not part of her Easter basket. Well, I beat Sherri back out to the vehicle. I called her and she said she's almost done. It was really fun. As I was walking around, I saw a friend of ours who works for the American Cancer Society here in Alaska. And first thing she asked, she goes, "How's your mom?" And she had not heard that mom was cancer-free. So I got to tell her that, and it was just so fun because she, obviously, with the work she does, knew all about mom's situation. We talked a number of times about it. She's the one who actually got me into the Grow Nation, the beard contest and fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. And I don't think I'll ever get tired of telling people my mom is cancer-free, especially people who have been through this whole journey and kind of know the heaviness and the severity of where things were. So I loved Easter basket shopping, and I think I did really good. But I think that may have been the highlight of the Target trip for me. I will say, we'll talk to Sherri about this when she gets in here. I feel like mine went really well shopping for her. I love what I got for her basket. I think it was really stressful for Sherri. So as soon as she gets here, we'll talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. I just told them that
I was struggling.
You were struggling. How do you think you did?
I think I did okay.
All right. You were stressed. When you texted me.
I'm always stressed when I have to buy you things because you're very hard to buy for.
I did give you a bunch of ideas though.
You did.
Were they helpful at all?
Yes.
Good, so now I know at least
kind of expanded my thought process.
I'm glad. I'm very excited tomorrow morning to see what you ended up getting me. And I told them that who I saw, got to tell her mom's cancer-free.
Yeah.
She got in line behind you, you got to see her too.
Yeah, and their little boy John.
So cute.
Yeah.
Any more stops before we go home?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So
we discussed Costco, but I don't know if we want to fight every single person in the state of Alaska today.
Here are my thinks about that. No.
There's nothing we really need, and I just feel like
it's gonna be busy.
It's gonna be really busy.
And my thought is, tomorrow on Easter may not be very busy. Who goes to Costco on Easter? We don't have a ton of plans, not till later in the day when we do brunch.
Right.
And so I can do Costco tomorrow morning because I still have to do all of our grocery shopping for the week tomorrow.
Yeah, we literally have 2 things we need at Costco.
And on a busy Saturday, we probably won't do Costco for 2 things. So I think I'll go tomorrow. Let's go home. Let's give you a snow update. It is currently turned into rain. It is no longer really snowing, and now it is just raining. And it's interesting because the temperature outside still says 35 degrees, same as it was earlier, but it's a wetter 35 degrees and a less snowy 35 degrees. We're back home and we are putting these pumps, we have an entire bag of the pumps that go on the coffee syrups, putting them on there, and then filling up our syrup pump rack. So we have one that'll go there, one that'll go there, and then we actually, Sherri pointed out we bought one too many, so one will go down front. It's lunchtime, and this is what we're having. random arrangement of kind of cleaning out the fridge snack plate stuff. We've got cheese. We've got some sausage. We got some boar's head turkey. We've got carrots. We got berries. We got pickles, parm crisps. And so we're gonna make something out of this. Lunches are served. There's Sherri's plate. There's my plate. Problem is I don't have space for like a dipping sauce, so that's gonna have to go on the side. Also, check this out. I got Sherri flowers this week, and I don't know if you can see them, but like the roses, there's like glitter on them.
They're so pretty.
I love how they sparkle. And our timing was perfect because we just sat down with our lunch, and the UConn game starts in 9 minutes. We could not have planned this better. The UConn game just started. One of my favorite sports memories of all time was the very first UConn game I ever got to go to. They were playing downtown in the Hartford Civic Center, and I went with my brother. And I was still a kid, and my brother is 13 years older than me, and so I've always viewed him as like the really cool older brother. And we didn't have tickets, so we went down there and we bought tickets from a scalper. And I remember thinking that was like the coolest thing. I was like, oh my God, we bought tickets from a scalper. This is like so cool. And we went and we saw UConn play. I think they were playing Georgetown or Syracuse. For some reason, I can't remember. I've seen them a couple of times play in person. But that was just like, that was such a fun memory for me because it was just like, I have the coolest big brother. We bought tickets from a scalper. It was like, it was just so awesome. And if you wonder what Sherri does while I'm watching college basketball, she's reading a book. Even though college basketball is something that you know and follow and understand, because you're a Hoosier, a book is more interesting to you. Game is over. UConn wins. It was a really fun game to watch as a UConn fan. Probably not so fun if you're an Illinois fan, but I very much enjoyed it. And we just bought tickets to go see a movie here in about an hour. What are we going to see?
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Godzilla vs. Kong. Because when you think, how can we celebrate the resurrection of our Lord and Savior on Easter weekend? It's clearly a monster movie. It's clearly Godzilla vs. Kong. I love the Godzilla and the Kong movies because
I love your reaction to the movies.
Plot doesn't matter. Story doesn't matter. I'm here to watch them fight. That's the only thing I care about. And so I loved, in fact, you and I watched Godzilla vs. Kong recently. Yeah. For the first time for you.
For me, yeah.
And so we bought tickets to go see it here in a little bit. And honestly, I'm really excited. Just looked outside and I was like, wait, is it raining or snowing? And it's almost like hail a little bit. You see the little hail balls falling? What the heck? So today we've seen snow, we've seen rain, we've seen hail. Although it's not really, I wouldn't call this hail. They're just like snow pellets is kind of what it's like. Alaska, you're weird. We're getting ready to leave and I look down and this is what I see. Got your Pocahontas on?
Yes, I do.
Godzilla vs. Kong and college basketball. You really are having the perfect Sherri Saturday, aren't you?
I've also almost finished my book. So.
Oh, you could have brought your book. Hear me out. I could sit in the movie theater and watch Godzilla vs. Kong. You could sit on those little benches right outside the movie theater and just like sit there and read. And if people are like, what are you waiting for? I was like, oh, waiting for my husband to finish his movie.
Yeah.
Honestly?
not a bad plan, except that I do kind of want to see this movie.
You guys heard it here first. She kind of wants to see this movie. We just got to the Diamond Center, which is where we're seeing the movie. And this used to be Perfect Cup, which was one of our very favorite places in all of Anchorage. Yeah. Like, the best sandwiches, the best soups, and it closed a few years ago, but they still had like their signs and their menus up, although they did cover the windows. Oh man, this is like a top 5 restaurant in the history of Anchorage I would bring back.
Agreed.
It's so sad. Me too. We have made it to the movie theater. You know you're in a movie theater when the carpeting looks like this. We are the first people in the entire theater. And our seats back here in the corner. The movie is over and we are grabbing dinner at Round Table Pizza right across from the theater because they have a great salad bar. That's what we wanted tonight. Sherri, we'll talk more about it when we get out to the Jeep. The movie? Amazing, right?
Amazingly violent and horrible in all the best ways.
It's a cinematic masterpiece. What the heck's going on? We just walked out of the movie. Remember, it was like snowing and raining and hailing, and now there's like blue skies. Let's talk about the motion picture phenomenon that is the latest Godzilla versus Kong movie. What did you think?
I mean, I don't mind those kinds of movies. Like, I like them, but it was over the top in every possible way.
And that's exactly what you want.
That's what you went for.
You don't go to these movies for plot and story. You know it's never going to win an award. You go to watch monsters and titans battle each other. You go for things that are completely absurd and over the top. And in a 2-hour movie, you want a solid 90 minutes of fighting, and we got it.
Yep.
There were so many times that we and other people in the theater laughed out loud because it was just so perfect.
It was, I mean, yeah, there were a couple of scenes that I was just like, oh, that just happened.
Here's the curveball of the entire movie. Sherri cried.
I did cry.
It's got a little sentimental moment at the end.
Yeah.
The tears came.
Listen, the people in the movie cried too, so.
What more could you want? Tears and destruction. They destroyed several of the world's top cities.
Yep, just flattened them.
I loved it. It was exactly what I wanted. If they release 100 more Godzilla vs. Kong movies, I'm going to every one of them. There's not one of them I will miss.
I will say it does make me actually, because I've never seen any of the Godzilla movies or any of the Kong movies.
Like their standalone ones?
Yeah. It kind of makes me want to watch them to get more of like the backstory, so I know who I'm rooting for and why.
I'm so in love with you right now. All right, let's go home. We just got home. Sherri and Missy having a little bit of snuggles because it is brushing time for Missy. She has stopped cleaning herself like she used to when she was younger, so she's getting some mats. So we're trying to brush her more often. So every single day she's getting a good brush, getting a bunch of hair out, getting her a little bit cleaner so she's not so, well, gross. But she sure is cute.
Alright, we just got done brushing Missy. And this is the 4th day in a row, I think, that we have, like, really spent the time to really brush her. And this is how much we get off of her every time. We found this brush on Amazon that has kind of these, oh, it's not focusing, but it's got like teeth almost, and it really kind of helps work out the knots that she has. So this has been really great, but that is just really a lot of fur.
We've just been kind of hanging out for a little while. Sherri's been doing some reading. I've been scrolling on the couch, honestly. I think we're going to turn in for the night, but we will pick you guys up in the morning so you can see our Easter baskets, so that you can spend a little bit of Easter Sunday with us. So we're going to bed, but we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, friends. Happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday morning. Sherri and I are getting up, kind of getting around, and we're about to do Easter baskets. I just set her basket on the table over by her chair. She, apparently, what she told me this morning, is that the Easter Bunny forgot to put my basket together. Honestly, I think it's Sherri, not the Easter Bunny. So she is in our bedroom putting my basket together. Then we'll do Easter baskets. I've got coffee being made downstairs, so Easter baskets, coffee, maybe breakfast. I'm not sure we're doing brunch later, so I don't know how much we're gonna want to eat early in today. I'm excited to see my Easter basket. And here is Sherri's, how it all kind of came together. I like it. And I'm hoping she's willing to share this. And I found a YouTube video that is 1 hour of church organ music. They call it Cathedral Ambiance. Oh, heck yes. This is what we're going to have on this morning. Sherri just opened her basket. How did I do?
You did great.
The thing I was the most okay, she goes right for the whiskey. The book. That I was so, I talked on the vlog about how it's hard to buy you books.
No, but I love Sophie Cousins, but I have not read this one. I'm very excited.
Oh, thank God.
I've had it in my hand like 8 times, and it's been like, don't need more books. but I'm very excited.
Also, will you share your whiskey with me?
I'll consider.
Okay. Not very Easter generous of you.
All right, you need to go through yours.
All right, here we go. Sherri killed it as well. First of all, she used a planter as my Easter basket. It's like you know my soul.
It's like I know that you want more plants.
I was just going to say that also means I get to go buy a new plant. So thank you. And then she got me a book called Local Woman Missing. I just read the back of it. It's 100% the kind of book I would like. People don't just disappear without a trace. Very excited to read that. She got me 2 kinds of hot sauce. Cholula, which I love, and Valentina, which I've actually never had before. I'm very excited. Sliced jalapenos. Toasted coconut coffee, which I love because I love coconut stuff. Sherri, not a big coconut fan. And so this gets to be my coffee. Some indoor plant food from my plants. These are fun. Gel pens made out of recycled water bottles. Wobber doubles. Love it. Got some candies. Some cleansing towelettes. I needed new face wipes to clean my face. So now I have them. And she got me 2 chomps. I love chomps. And I have never had the jalapeno beef stick before. Sherri Beth. I mean, Easter Bunny. Good job. We've decided to nix cathedral ambiance in place of Disney 100. So fun. It's basically got well-known Disney songs throughout the 100 years. So everything from starting with Steamboat Bill on disc 1, side 1, down to Whistle While You Work, which is where we're at now. When You Wish Upon a Star. And then kind of down over here, Remember Me, We Don't Talk About Bruno, Nobody Like You. So it's sort of through all 100 years of Disney music. It is now coffee time. And
Missy thinks she wants coffee.
Missy thinks she wants coffee.
You want coffee?
You don't even drink coffee.
You want coffee?
No, you don't. Starting breakfast. Making Sherri's first. We're just doing scrambled eggs and cheese. Just keeping it very simple this morning because we're going to brunch here in, well, a few hours. We need to eat something. But we don't want to have too big of a breakfast and ruin our brunch. Although a 2:30 brunch is more like dinner. And for my breakfast, I am putting my Easter basket to work right away. I diced up a bunch of those jalapenos that Sherri got me. Got some cheese in there. I'm going to top it with the Valentina hot sauce. And that is going to be a spicy Easter breakfast for me. Oh my gosh, that looks so perfect. Easter breakfast is served. All right, I'm going to tell on myself. I'm a bit of a moron. So we are watching church service. We're watching First Presbyterian Church from downtown Anchorage, a beautiful church right in downtown. And their bell choir is performing right now. Now, I've never gone to a church with a bell choir. Most of the churches I've gone to have been very modern production, performance, lighting, and lasers and smoke and all of that junk. And so I'm kind of fascinated by all this. And I was like, I kind of love the bell choir, because it reminds me of church bells. To which Sherri said, yeah, that's the point.
I did go to churches with
bell choirs?
Bells. Yep.
I never realized that a bell choir mimics church bells.
They're very pretty though.
So dumb. All right, back to church. Now that church is over, we have put basketball on. We are watching the Purdue-Tennessee game. So as you saw earlier in this vlog, I am a UConn fan. Whoa, what just happened there? I'm a UConn fan. Sherri's dad You grew up Boilermakers, because Jerry is a huge Purdue fan. There's a part of me that definitely wants a UConn-Purdue national championship.
Yeah.
A family divided. Oh, look at that. That's a big flop. Oh, that was like a soccer-level flop. We have our Easter outfits all laid out here on the bed. You can tell I'm wearing this Ralph Lauren shirt that is very Eastery. Lots of pastels with some navy slacks. And Sherri and I are going to match because look at this. She's wearing her dress. Very pretty. So, show you guys our outfits when we're all ready to go. All right, time for the outfit. Sherri's got her dress on. Nice little necklace. And you got some new shoes we bought.
Yeah.
that you said feel like
Slippers.
slippers.
They do.
Very fun. And then you're bringing your
Teddy Blake.
your pink Teddy Blake bag. Look at you. You look very springtime Easter.
Thank you.
I decided to wear a jacket because the shirt's not long enough to tuck in, and an untucked shirt feels very casual to me. Feels too casual. So
The jacket looks nice.
the jacket does look nice. It is a little bit big.
Yeah.
I wish the jacket was. I actually might order another one that is smaller, which stinks because I just bought this. But that's all right.
Yep.
Maybe I'll donate this one and buy one that is a little bit smaller.
Yep. And then nice brown boots.
Have made it to where we're having brunch. I dropped Sherri off the front door because it's actually kind of slippery up here. We're going to a place called O'Malley on the Green. This is at the Anchorage golf course, which obviously the golf course closed right now. But they have this real nice clubhouse and restaurant up here. So I'm going to leave you guys in the Jeep and we're going to go have Easter brunch. Brunch is done. How was it?
It was really good. It was really yummy.
It was good.
It's very cold.
It's 37 degrees.
But it's really windy.
It is
the wind
windy.
is a bite.
That is true. Feels colder than 37.
Yeah.
Also, when you don't have your coat on, are in just a dress, which is not the most Alaskan winter appropriate.
Correct. It's not warm.
This is what we're talking about. You got to take into consideration Easter here.
I know.
Easter dress is adorable. You look amazing.
So cute.
You might freeze to death while looking cute.
You're gonna die while walking into whatever restaurant you're into. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't die. Brunch was great. We had brunch with my dad and Susan, who is my stepmother-in-law type person, is what we refer to as.
She adds type person, but she's your stepmother.
Gosh, she's been in my life for most of my life now.
Yeah.
More than half of my life we're talking about. And she's just the best.
Good people.
They're just the best. And so we had a great brunch. Food was really good. It wasn't packed, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah. There weren't a whole lot of places in town that were doing like an Easter brunch, so.
Yeah, at least that we saw, which was confusing because I feel like growing up, Easter brunch was just a big thing. Like all the hotels did it, lots of different places did it. So glad we did this.
This is great.
Glad you didn't die from the cold.
I might still. I'm really cold.
Let's go home. Well, friends, that's where we're gonna end the vlog. We had planned on doing grocery shopping, and remember yesterday when I was like, we should go to Costco today. Guess what?
Closed.
Costco's closed on Easter. So we're not doing that today. So I think I'm gonna go to Costco tomorrow. But we got meal stuff for tomorrow and for dinner tonight and all that stuff planned out. So no need to go to Costco. Because if I was to try to go to Costco today, it would be
say no, sir.
felony breaking and entering. So we're not gonna do that on the Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day.
Today was a nice day.
It was.
So we're just gonna go hang out together this evening. I'm gonna get this vlog edited so you all can watch it on Monday, and we will see you hopefully on Wednesday with the next LeggLife video.